Hey guys, it's Jessie V. So this is a pretty recent story actually. Probably happened around May of last year, and I realized that I've been naming a lot of places in my videos lately. Like I did one about Pizza Hut, I did one about McDonald's, and now I'm doing one about Forever 21. And I'm not even doing it on purpose. It's just the stories that come to my mind. It's weird. So I shop at Forever 21 all the time. It's probably in my top 3 stores. I actually shop online quite a bit, but Forever 21 is a store that I will actually leave my house and go to physically shop. Because let's be honest, I like sitting in my bed and ordering clothes online, but I do actually go into Forever 21. And there's just so much stuff there. Do you ever just walk in there and feel so overwhelmed? Because there's clothes over there, there's clothes over there, there's a second floor. It's like clothing kingdom. It literally has everyone's style. You can go and get whatever you want there, and that's why I love it. This one time I even went to a Forever 21 with 3 floors. 3 floors, guys. They should have called it like Forever 21 Mansion. So anyways, around May of last year, I had the urge to shop one day. So of course I grabbed my purse and headed over to the mall. I walked around for a bit, but the place I really wanted to go was Forever 21. I walked in and it was actually surprisingly empty. Like I could only see a couple girls walking around. So I was like, okay, this is good. I have the store to myself. Because the worst feeling is being in a packed store with like people pressed up against you. They're like fighting over items, pushing each other, yelling at each other. Let me just tell you that I have never ever gone shopping on Boxing Day because of that reason. If you have gone shopping on one of those days with the massive sales, you are one brave soldier, let me tell you that. Because that is something I will never do. I need you for my mall protection. So yeah, on this particular day I was just enjoying myself, looking through all the clothing racks. I actually found a few nice dresses that I was thinking of wearing to my grandparents' anniversary party. So then this guy walks up to me, and I could see he's wearing a name tag, so I know he works there, and he asked if he could get a change room started for me. So I said yes, because I didn't really want to carry all the dresses around while I shopped. So he took my clothes, and before he walked away, he literally looked through them all. Like he inspected every single dress that I picked out. Then he held this little short black dress up that I had, and he was like,
"This one would look the best on you. Your figure would make this dress look so amazing."
So I was a little bit weirded out that he actually looked through all the dresses that I picked out, but I just said thank you and then just kept walking along. So after about 15 minutes, I decided to go to the change room. And guess who was waiting for me there? That guy. He was like guarding my change room. So anyways, I tried on all of the dresses and I found this really dark blue one that I liked. Like it looked really nice on me and I thought it was the best out of all the dresses I picked out. So when I was leaving the change room, I gave the dresses that I didn't want to the guy. And he acted so weird about the fact that I didn't pick the dress that he liked. He said something like,
"Oh, that's really too bad. The other one I showed you would have looked really good on you. You might regret it later."
And at this point I was getting a little bit irritated, just a little bit. Like, who are you to tell me what I should wear? I'm the customer, I will buy what I want. So I looked at him and said something like, I'd rather buy the dress that I prefer. I then walked over to the empty cash register. And guess who ran over to cash me out? The guy. It was like he was the only one on duty that day. He was taking care of the change room, the floor, the cash register. He had everything under his wing. I think there was like one other woman working on the second floor, but he had like the whole entire bottom floor. So the entire time he's like checking my stuff through and he's trying to make small talk with me, but it's this really awkward small talk because I don't mind talking to cashiers, but he kept making this really prolonged eye contact with me. Like right after I pay, he goes,
"If you miss the dress I liked, it'll always be here for you to come back to. Actually, how often do you come here?"
And I lied and said like, "Oh, not too often, gotta go, bye." And then I left. And I remember going home and telling my mom all about this weirdo, and she said something like, "Bring a friend next time in case you run into him." Well, about 2 weeks later, I went back to the mall with one of my best friends. She actually needed to find a dress for her birthday, and she also liked Forever 21, so that's where we went. And I had told her all about this guy who works there, so like we were both on alert when we walked into the store. We were like looking around like, is he here? Is he here? And he's not around for the first 15 minutes or so. But then at one point, I look across the store and there he is, and we both make eye contact. So I looked at my friend and I'm like, oh my goodness, hide me. He walks over and he acts like we've been friends for like 5 years. He's like,
"Oh my gosh, I was wondering when you'd come back. Last time you were here was so awesome. I didn't catch your name last time. What is it?"
So I tell him it's Jess because honestly I'm not weird about telling people my name. It's just a name, who cares? But then he's like,
"Ooh, Jess. I love that name, Jess, yeah. So who's your friend and why are you guys here?"
So I tell him that she's looking for a dress for her birthday. And guess what he does? does? He walks over to that stupid black dress that he likes. He holds it up and says,
"Did you tell her about the dress that I liked on you?"
like, buddy, if you like that dress that much, why don't you buy it? So my friend and I try our best to walk away, but like wherever we go, he's like so close, like he's like following us through the store. It's so weird. But anyways, my friend gets this gorgeous rainbow sequin dress, and while she's paying for it, I just walk over to the jewelry aisle because I just want to look at the jewelry, and this darn guy walks up to me again. He tells me that he's seeing a movie with his friends on Friday. He tells me the time and the place and says that he hopes that I will come and join him. So I tell him that I have a boyfriend and politely decline, and he acts all confident and he's like,
"No, I think you'll come. I think deep down inside you want to join me. I've seen you looking at me, you know what I mean?"
"Yeah, looking at you in terror because I don't want to be around you. I'm looking at you to make sure you're not coming near me." This guy does not take any hints at all. So my friend and I leave the store and I told her what happened, and she said, "Jess, honestly, next time you go, if he's there again and bothers you, you have to tell somebody." And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Like, he was being extremely unprofessional. So around July, I went to the mall again. So it's been about a month since I last saw him, and I was alone this time, which might have been a stupid idea. I walked in the store and he was pretty much the first one I saw. I wasn't in the mood to deal with him, so I just completely walked by him. And then he calls over to me and says,
"Whoa there, first you reject me and now you ignore me?"
And that was the moment that I walked right over to another worker in the store. She was a female, and I asked if I could speak to the manager. And guys, she points right over to this stupid guy. He was the manager. This guy was the manager of Forever 21. So I looked back at her in complete shock and asked her if there was anyone else that I could talk to. So she gave me a phone number, and I called them right away when I got home. They were so apologetic about how disrespectful the manager was. They said that they would deal with it right away and thanked me for calling them because they don't put up with harassment at all. And I can honestly say that I have never seen him again. And I've gone back there quite a bit. I don't know if he was fired or if he quit. Maybe he's taking different shifts than when I go to the mall. I don't know. Maybe I'll see him again. I hope not. I'm just glad I spoke up about it because no one deserves to deal with harassment like that. Like, if someone says no, leave them alone. I'm not playing hard to get. I just really don't want to be around you. You don't act that way towards a customer, you know what I mean? But anyways, that was my story. It's so weird, eh? I don't like it. But anyways, guys, my social media information is below, along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. I also have my new merch available, and that link is below as well. And yeah, until next time, guys, bye!